Oh. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Problematic Podcast. I am your friendly, highly entertained neighborhood co-host Rita with my favorite co-host Whitney. Whitney,
Mm-hmm.
this is usually the part of the show where I ask you, what have you been listening to? But I think that it's fair to assume that everybody who has ever listened to this podcast, even just for a moment, knows
You know what we listen to.
what we've been listening to. So do we just want to get in and talk about it? This is clearly going to be a Beyoncé album
It's
episode.
a it's a Beyonce episode. For those who don't partake or for those who don't enjoy, you have terrible taste, but you can leave, and we'll see you next episode. No accounting for taste.
No, 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 no. Well,
No.
but you're welcome here
You're
just next
welcome to
week.
not like things. You're welcome
Mhm.
to not like things, but we're welcome to make commentary about the things you don't like.
Yes. I love
Yes.
your hair and the fact
I
that you
don't know
just
what it's
keep
doing. I think
it's
Beyonce did something to me.
it did.
And now
It's you know, girls with big hair live happier lives. That's what they
it's
say.
true. We can hide pens.
I, okay. I'll take
I
it.
don't I've lost all comprehension of like time and space and words. And can I start by saying this?
Yes.
I always liked Beyonce.
Yes.
Always. I
Mhm.
always liked her. Didn't always agree with some of the things that would come out and things like that. And I didn't always like every song, but I always liked her. These little acts here,
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
that lady's turning me to a fan and I don't like it.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh
happening.
my gosh, she's coming
It's
after me. I was like, me? Why
you,
are you targeting me?
you.
Lady, I like.
Listen, I'm gonna give my quick anecdotal story about Beyonce and how I transitioned to a fan, not a stand, but a
Not a
huge
stan.
fan.
No, no, no. I don't think I'll
Uh,
ever be a stan because I'm too critical about
yeah,
a lot of
and
things.
I'm just too old. I feel like stand
Well,
work
yeah,
is for young folks. That's
the
a young
youth, the
person's
youth,
game. The youth
yeah,
them, the
yeah, the
youth
youth,
them.
them. Go
Uh,
on.
I was Destiny's Child's biggest fan. And when I
You
say
were.
biggest fan,
I
I
are.
mean big, say my name, to the point where my mom was like, if you don't cut that song off, I'm going to throw that CD out the window down the street. So when her
Oh Lord.
Beyonce's first album came out, I was like, no, she's breaking up the group. It's never going to
No,
be the same.
now it's
I
never gonna
didn't
be the same.
I did not love her debut solo album. I actually bought it and then sold it to a classmate in my computer science class because I was like, this baby boy's cool, but it's not really giving me what I need. But when I tell you, since that moment, Beyonce, it's amazing to grow up with an artist, again, starting in a
Mm-hmm.
group and then becoming a solo artist and then becoming a global superstar because you get to see her growth and the creativity in her growth. And just if you listen to the Destiny's Child vocals, and then
Different.
you listen to like the Lemonade vocals and you listen to the Renaissance vocals and you hear the growth and the maturity in her vocals as an artist, the chords is in there doing
Blossoming.
the Lord's work.
Blossoming.
it's it's been really fun to actually grow up with an artist. There were other artists. There
Mhm.
were the Bow Wows and the B2Ks, and the fandom. Whitney's making a face. Clearly, she wasn't there with me. It's fine, but they're not giving us new projects. But since the time that I've come into liking music, when I became a fan of music, I started buying CDs and watching music videos. Beyonce has been a part of the soundtrack of my existence from
Mhm.
10 years old to now 36
Mhm.
years old.
Mhm.
And it's just a beautiful evolution. If you had told little Rita in 2003 that we were going to get a dance and country album from that girl in Destiny's Child, I'd have been like, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't see that for her. But
I wouldn't have believed it after Lemonade. I wouldn't have believed it after what's the one she did with Disney? The Lion King, The Gift. I
the
would have
gift.
believed it after The Gift. I was like, nah, we're gonna get gospel before we get anything else.
And just she just keeps growing outside of her box. And I hate to compare her to anyone else, but it's like
You can't
if
really.
you really can't, but if you're a fan of Tina Turner, you
Oh.
got to see Tina really do soul, do R&B, do
Mm-hmm.
blues, and then just take over rock and roll. I mean, she
Mm-hmm.
did pop, she did rock and roll, and it just seeing that as long as you're talented and you're
Yep.
willing to be creative, you can kind
Yep.
of
Do what you want.
go in whatever direction you want to.
And try to do something different.
Right. And not just give it. I've
Yes.
seen other artists try new things and you can tell that they're not going in with the same respect and reverence for the genre that they
Hello.
are playing it. It's almost like cosplaying. And I think that's what a lot of people
Yeah.
accused Beyonce of going into this project when she dropped 16 Carriages in Texas Hold'em, which is still a bop and still in my rotation. And
This
I
ain't
don't
Texas.
ain't no
Ain't
Hold'em,
no
goddamn
Hold'em.
it. So, of course, this entire
Oh God.
so Whitney, let me start by saying, and I'm not going to talk the whole episode, I promise, but I got to get this out.
No, no, no. I'm glad you are because like I told you, I'm verklempt. I don't have there was one song that took me out, but we're gonna do this in order.
Yeah, we are going to do this in order
We need
because,
to do this in
baby, look,
order.
look, I took first listen notes. I wasn't,
See, you're better than me. I'm just gonna be vibing. I'm
I
going off vibes. So just to let y'all know where Whitney's headspace is at.
so I decided to be a music critic, as you could say, and do a first listen. And I texted Whitney first thing on a Friday morning
Mm-hmm.
because I was listening to the first song, American Requiem.
Whoo!
And
Yes, music. Music. It is music.
it is
Yes.
music. It is
My
that's
God.
Beyonce can layer a vocal. We know
Like
that.
like no other. Like no other. Oh, whoever said that she sculpts, I still have to find that quote. They said, because someone kept comparing her and Taylor Swift, and they said, where Taylor Swift paints, Beyonce sculpts. She with
Baby.
this music, what she's doing.
The
Oh my God.
first 13 seconds of American Requiem literally grabbed me by my throat and dragged me down the hall and shook me a little bit and left me there and said, now you
That's
focus and you pay attention. There
I
were
had to
like
close all the apps.
16 Beyonces in that studio
Yeah,
layering them
yeah.
damn vocals. It sounded like if anyone listens to hymns, I'm talking large
Yes.
choir
Yes.
hymns. If you are a fan of the Harlem Boys Choir, the way
Mm-hmm.
that they put together those 37-part harmonies, all nine Beyoncés went into the studio.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, that's just how the album starts. I was like,
That's how it begins. That is
it
the
re-
opening song.
it reminds me of, and I've been honest, Lemonade is not my favorite Beyonce album. I feel like
I
it
liked
was,
it. That's where I
yeah,
started to like,
yeah, I
yeah.
think it was her Hurt Girl project, and I just wasn't in that mental space. But my
Oh, okay.
my favorite Beyonce song of all time is on that album. It is "Pray
Mhm.
You Catch Me," and it is the intro to
Gorgeous.
Lemonade. And when I say
Hmm.
somebody said
Hmm.
it perfectly, they said Beyonce didn't give us an opportunity to take our coats off,
No, no,
pour ourselves a drink, sit
nothing.
down on the couch, say hello to our pets.
You
She
open the
just
door and she's blowing your ears out.
snatched us by our edges and said, "You hear me, bitch? I've got something to say." That is very much what American
Woo.
Requiem gives me. But on your first listen, I would love
Oh
to
my
hear your
gosh.
first listen opinions.
Like, she's not beating the rock allegations because I could, okay. I have a friend named Marquise. Shout out to Marquise. He said online, he said that I have a feeling she's releasing these backwards, which got proven today
Hmm.
because she actually came out and said that she was going to release Cowboy Carter before Renaissance, but she said we needed a dance album.
We
We
did.
needed something.
We were coming out of a pandy. It was scary outside.
Listen, we're still in the pandy, but she did right. She did right. We needed every ounce of that. Now look at us wearing chrome and shit. Disco ball earrings and night and craziness. Look at us,
She
guys.
got the girls back outside, and I love that.
She did, and she's going to get us in some cowboy boots. Apparently, them things are expensive.
They
Um,
are.
they
We'll talk
are
about that
in a second.
soon.
Yeah. Um, But the way American Requiem feels like it feels like an opening and a close at the same time, if that makes sense. Because
Yes.
it feels like an opening to this album, but it feels like a close to a previous album where she was
Hmm.
just screaming at us over something. And I
Yes.
say it's either gospel or
Yes.
it's rock. Um, it's either gospel or it's rock. And I'm like, whatever you did before this, whatever you did before this, it's gonna beat our ass. And I'm fine with it. Because this particular project did not beat our ass the way I thought we were going to get our asses beat. Um, and for anyone who's listened to it, you know
You
what I'm talking.
understand.
You understand. Um, but yes, American Requiem took me out, and then are we allowed to transition?
Yes, let's go.
Her opening this album with Blackbird.
Bitch. Can we talk about it?
You have the floor, friend.
Um, okay, so let me say that I'm going to read the note that I put in my
Hmm.
phone when I read this. I said, Blackbird is one of the most simplistic and beautiful songs. And that's the Beatles version. That's
Yeah,
just the original version.
yeah. It's
It's
a pretty
simple,
song before
it's
she got it.
beautiful. It has beautiful music behind it, but it's very simple. You're just hearing the guitar going. It's like an acoustic treasure.
It is.
And then the nine Beyoncés got into the studio.
And and four country singers
And,
with her.
and
Four black country. She brought the girls with her. I said she brought the girls with her.
she brought talent on top of talent. I said Beyonce takes it somewhere completely different. I played it 3 times before I could move to the next song because
Yes,
I just could not believe that this
yes,
cover was so.
yes.
She didn't put loud drums behind
Nothing.
it. She didn't complicate what is a very
No.
simple. She kept it simple, but somehow layered it with beauty. Like
Oh,
Whitney said, she sculpts. It's
hopes.
it's such a beautiful
It's
cover.
so good. But then, like, you following American Requiem, where she's saying, "Look at here, look at there, look at like," and
Yes.
you feel, I don't know, it felt like an observation of like the shit state of the world. That's what it felt like.
But here's us
Um,
going back to something very simple and very beautiful.
but do you know the story about Blackbird?
No, I don't. Come on, fill us in. Fill us in.
This made me cry, but not as hard as the song we're gonna talk about soon. Um, that song was actually written about Black women in the civil rights movement.
See, look at you teaching me something.
It was written, and when I saw the quote, and he's like, "Oh, I can't sing." He's like, "I couldn't sing at the time." He's like, "I didn't feel like I could sing about like Black women, so I made her a bird." And he
Hmm.
talks about her flying and opening people's eyes, and I was just like, "Huh." And Beyonce took this song and put it as the second track, and then had four Black country singers come alongside of her with this. I'm like
And,
multiple layers.
and when I say it sounds
This lady,
beautiful, the harmonies, the oh,
this lady, this
I read
lady,
it back 3 times. And listen,
friend,
it's a 27 track album, and I was trying to listen to it so that we
can't
could
even,
record.
friend. When I tell you I played it at midnight, it was on play, and I played it twice. I played it through the whole album twice. And you know I love sleep.
Yes, that's your
I ain't
jam.
getting
Sleep is
none.
your
This
jam.
coffee is strong. This coffee is strong. I get no sleep because oh my gosh, my brain started to go. It was so beautiful. And then like seeing the girls who were on the song like lose their minds.
Yes. Yes. And
Because
you
imagine holding that secret.
okay. Baby, I did a song with fucking Beyonce.
I did this amazing song that everybody knows. Anyone who loves music knows this song,
Yes.
but the song that has multiple layers of meaning with one of the greatest artists that ever to create art ever.
Ever.
I got to be on there.
And Blackbird, like you said, it's so timeless.
Yes.
It doesn't matter what genre you prefer.
Hmm.
Everyone has a rendition of Blackbird that they like.
Hmm.
Everyone. Doesn't
Hmm.
matter if you don't like rock, you don't like pop, you didn't like the British invasion. Doesn't matter if you're 16, because that's I think that's around the time I discovered the Beatles, or if
Yeah.
you're 65.
Hmm.
It's just a beautiful piece, and
It's
getting
so
the historical piece behind it just makes the song even more
it's
significant.
so good. Oh, you know she does stuff with meaning.
She does. She does. For those who may not have listened yet and saw that it's 27 songs on here, please don't get discouraged because some of them kind of
Oh,
read like interludes.
they're more like interludes. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
should we talk about 16 carriages or have
Are y'all done with 16 characters? 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 16 carriages.
I think so. I think
Okay.
so.
All right.
you,
God damn it. My
you
seat.
ready? You ready? Let's go, mom.
Oh no.
Let's go, mom.
This is the one.
This is
This
the
is the
one.
one. So I was minding my black ass business, listening to this lady's album from the tippy top to the tippy bottom, minding my business. Rumi's little voice comes on and said, "Mommy, can you sing me the lullaby?" And my eyes went, "Hey, girl,
Here
we're
we
getting
go.
ready to leak."
Yep.
I said, "Wait, what? Why are we
We've
getting ready to leak?" This lady, can I cuss her out for a second?
drag her because she dragged us.
Lady, listen. As a mother who gave birth during a pandemic in one of the most scary times in my own personal history with my own personal issues, she wrote these lyrics. She said, "I first saw your face in your father's gaze.
Mm-hmm.
There's a long line of hands carrying your name,
Mm-hmm.
lifting you up so you will
You
be
will be
raised."
raised. I said, "Oh, come on with
I
the Maya
sobbed. This is the
Angelou."
part. This is the part that took me out. This is the part. Like those were when I tell you I was in the bathroom
Oh,
sobbing into my sink, like bent over, body bowed, broken. Just
pull yourself together, Whitney.
no. Because after I did the listen through, I went back and I was like, did she really do this to
She
me? Because I'm
really
like,
has tissue out right now,
I'm
guys.
not
She
playing.
is
Like
wiping her eyes. This girl is trying to collect
I'm
herself.
turning red because it was so beautiful. And she said, "And if you lose your way, I will be your protector.
Hmm.
I'll take you down that road if you lose your way." And even though, what did she say? Hold on. I had the words in my brain. Hold on. I do have the words in my brain because look, I told y'all I'm running off vibes and caffeine.
This ain't
But even
Sanka.
though, right, even though someday I know you're gonna shine on your own, I will be your projector. And I'm sitting there just like,
That
oh,
was a bar. I said, this, she did not come to play.
I'm like,
I'll be your
lady.
projector, baby.
Now I still have to decipher the marigold and the tree and the things like that. But like just those lyrics alone took me out. I'm laying in the bed, my husband's trying to sleep, and he's just trying to be such a good husband. And I'm just weeping
I
about
know he
this
was looking
song.
at you like, is you crying?
He's trying to be a loving husband. He understands. He's like, that lady is obsessed with that kid. Like
Yeah,
he's obsessed with that kid. She loves that kid. But I'm sitting there just like, why you gotta do this to me?
it is a beautiful lullaby. And
I'm gonna
I
learn
think
it.
all daughters, not all, let me not say all daughters. I know this daughter, me. My mother has two songs. One that she used to sing to me as a small child, which was Jackson's Five Got to Be There.
Oh,
But
great
as
song.
my brother and I got older, she became really fond of, is it the Leanne Rhymes version of I Hope You Dance?
Good song also.
Because it's giving the same vibes as the Protector. And my mom says every time she hears that song, she thinks of us and cries.
Oh, yep.
It's
Yeah.
very much like the homage to your child and motherhood. It's a beautiful song. It really touched me and it made me think of that Leanne Rhymes song. And I was like, well, Whitney's gonna love this one.
Pour my ass up. Meanwhile, while you're thinking, oh yeah, Whitney's gonna like it, I'm just just stop it. I'm like, why
Girl,
Beyonce?
pull yourself
I can't.
together.
Look, we haven't even played it. My eyes are just leaking. I
She's really
told
over
you.
here crying and with the Kleenex. It's
It's
so
such a
embarrassing.
beautiful song. And like I've never had this response to a Beyonce song ever. Like I've been like, oh, that's really gorgeous. Oh, that's a bop. I expected to shake my hips. I did not expect to have a spiritual experience and connection with my grandmother's prayers and my mother's prayers and my
Hmm.
prayers and this kid. I didn't expect all of the things. I didn't expect to be taken back to my birth experience. I didn't expect to because that's what Emmy asked for. Like I almost posted it and I decided not to. But after we pray at night, she asked for lullabies. She's like, "Can you give me two lullabies?" And I'll get
No,
so when I heard
don't make me cry
that's
right
why I
now.
said When I said I heard that sweet tiny voice ask for the lullaby, I said, "Oh no, lay me out. I'm done. Lay me out. Somebody just put the prayer cloth over me. Somebody just put the prayer cloth over me. Lay me out. I'm done. Lay me out. I'm finished. Look at me. We haven't played it, and I'm sobbing already.
You really
Savior
are.
God, help me.
We're going to transition.
Thank you.
So my rose is a very short, very brief song, but I have to say the thing I like. So what y'all may not know about me is that deep down inside of this body is just a really old, sweet, yet sometimes cantankerous Southern Black
Yes,
Baptist woman.
that's
Deep on the
actually very
inside.
true.
When I get an attitude, my Southern accent comes out. I don't know where it
It's
comes
very
from.
funny. It's
It
very
co-
funny.
because I get irate and she
Hmm.
just jumps out. I like my rose because it sounds like a hymn, but like an old Southern hymn. Again with the layering of vocals. I feel like this song is too short.
It is.
It
I feel like
it
we got robbed a bit.
it almost feels, and it kind of feels like I don't know. I don't want to call it a gospel song because it's not a gospel song, but
No.
it feels like one,
Yeah.
and it transitions into
The smoke
Bodyguard.
hour,
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me not skip that. The Smoke Hour with Willie
which I
Nelson.
was really unprepared for. I was like, Willie Nelson got it. That like just his speaking voice was nice
Yeah,
because I didn't hear what's to come
listen,
later.
because Willie Nelson makes a second appearance on here, but it's almost like a radio commercial
It's
interlude
cute.
with Willie Nelson
KNTRY.
and his voice is
Yeah,
really that damn smooth. And then
listen to him.
I love the transition into Texas Hold'em because the
Hmm.
Willie Nelson intro comes right before Texas Hold'em,
Hmm.
and it's perfect because it's
It
like
is.
it fits
It is.
so well into this.
Especially in light of how people didn't want to play that song on their radio stations. And I said, oh, oh, you predicted this?
It's weird because it's so, okay.
It's a very country ass song.
I know I've said this before, and I'm gonna say it again.
Say it again.
I don't give a fuck if you don't like country music. I
No.
get it. I don't like
Mhm.
polka music. But it's a good fucking country song. Like you don't have
It's
to
a good
like
song.
country. You
It's
don't
a
have
good
to
song.
like Beyonce to
It's
go,
a
you
good
know
song.
what? I know that the people who like country are gonna like this shit. I hear some Taylor Swift country songs, so she transitions between pop
Yeah.
and country. And
Yeah.
I go, Taylor has got one with this one.
Listen,
The
yeah.
fucking girls are gonna love it.
They're gonna love it. They're gonna get their little bracelets out and be like all over the place with their little glitter pants and everything. I'm sorry,
Texas
I'm rude.
Hold'em is an incredible song. It is
It's so
probably my
fun.
favorite song of the year so far. It's
It's
only the
so
end of
fun.
March. It's just the first quarter, but it is a fun song. I still haven't
Yeah.
gotten an official line dance from Beyonce, and I'm gonna cuss
She's
her
not
ass
gonna give
out
us
about.
one.
She better.
She's not gonna give us one.
You're
No,
not
one of
giving
these
us
TikTok
visuals.
girls, one of the TikTok girls
Well, then
will, and she'll put
sanction
it on her
somebody.
socials. Sanction somebody.
Sanction
Pick
someone.
pick somebody.
Delegate a person to give us a damn dance,
Did you
Giselle.
say tell a gay? Oh,
Delegate,
delegate.
but also
Oh,
tell a gay. Also tell a gay. Delegate or tell a gay. That both of them work.
I misheard you.
Listen, no. It's God speaking through you. He
No.
said, tell a gay and get the dance going. I need something to boogie to by summertime. It's getting warm outside.
It is getting a perfect time to drop this.
Okay.
Perfect time to drop this.
Okay.
The Dukes are gonna be duking out here.
I I already
Listen,
ordered mine. I didn't drop 2 sizes. I'm about to be showing my
listen.
whole entire
Knees
ass this
out.
summer.
Do you hear me?
Hands
Knees and
on my knees,
crevices.
thighs out. When
Yes.
they said
Thigh
just
meat.
all of it. Y'all about to get these looks. Y'all about to see the back of Rita's knees and just deal with it. Whitney,
Yes.
Bodyguard.
Oh, I want to put this song on the drive to the beach.
Okay, the strings, just the guitar alone in this
Yes.
song
Yes.
made me throw
Mm-hmm.
my phone. I
Mm-hmm.
said, and the guitar is so good. And the first thing I thought, yes, Whitney is right. This feels like a in the car on the way to somewhere really cool
With
to
the
hang out,
windows
the
down.
beach, the
Mm-hmm.
windows down, air in your hair.
Vibes. Mm-hmm.
But what I also see is y'all are going to go crazy with this with the acoustic covers
Oh, they're
because
gonna wear it out.
it's perfect to
They're gonna
do
wear this song out.
it's just a simple guitar behind it. Great lyrics. I can't wait to
Hmm.
see what the 12 and 13-year-olds learning guitar do at home
Oh,
on
it's
their
gonna be so
YouTube
cute.
pages.
Good job, guys.
I can't wait for
I'm
that.
gonna encourage it. I'm gonna encourage it.
Baby Haley and baby Chloe would have loved
Oh,
this
they would have
song
loved
and
this song.
back in their day.
Golly, I would have loved to see all the babies.
Um,
Hmm.
Dolly Parton.
The living diva herself, the queen.
Do you want to start with just how Dolly Parton? Go ahead, please.
That lady, she put that's another lady. That lady put out her statement, talk about how she loves Beyonce, and I'm glad she did it before this.
Yes.
She got your asses ready. She said, "Listen, I like Beyonce. I like her music. We are good, right? Because I know y'all would have been real disrespectful
Yes.
about what we're about to discuss." And then Dolly hopped her little her little cute self on the album
Track
talking
9,
about
Dolly P.
she called her a hussy.
She did.
I heard hussy and I said, "Yes, Dolly, let us know how you felt about that lady, that redheaded lady." Hmm.
Dolly Parton coming on and having
Yes.
an interlude, I'll call it, on this album, and
Hmm.
basically saying, I think the song was to Beyonce, but to all the girls. Listen,
Yeah.
Jolene is very common out in the world. She said
Very.
that, mine was a redhead, yours, Beyonce, might be a brunette.
Hmm.
Yours, little lady sitting in Milwaukee, might
Hmm.
have a 30-inch bust down.
Listen,
But Jolene's exist.
too
And that
many of them.
hussy been giving women hell since the beginning
Hmm.
of time.
Beginning of
But
time.
I just love the fact that Dolly Parton was like, if we doing a country album, I need to be over there with the Beyonce
And that's fine.
and put my
And that's
stamp
fine.
on it.
Absolutely, you do. And Beyonce opened the door and said, "Come on in here. Let me get you some sweet tea."
I heard Dolly Parton. I wasn't looking at my phone when I heard Dolly come on, and I had
Oh,
jumped up. I said, I know this ain't who I
you
think
knew it was. You knew it was. You heard that voice.
it was. It was. Then we get into Jolene.
I didn't. So I'm glad. Like again, like I said before, I'm glad she told y'all she liked the song. I mean,
Mhm.
I'm glad she told y'all she liked Beyonce. I'm glad that she gave her stamp of approval because y'all would have acted, not y'all, us, but the
Mhm.
y'all who like
Them.
them, not even y'all,
Them.
them over there. They would have acted a fool. This is a bastardization of a great song and la 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 la, la, like acting fucking stupid. Cause someone tweeted and say they said, Dolly Parton said, "Jolene, please." Beyonce said, "Bitch, please."
Please, bitch. Please. It's a Jolene is and I put this in my notes.
Whew.
It is not a song begging a woman
No,
to leave her man alone.
no.
It is a woman
Mm-hmm.
begging you to come play in her face,
Try
asking
it.
you,
Try it.
bitch, please. It's not a
Please.
bitch, please leave my man alone. It's a bitch, please.
I wish you would.
I wish on this good, glorious day that you
That you
would
would.
bring your fast ass over here. She said, I
Try
put
it.
20 years into raising this man
Man.
and these kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take more than your hips and them crusty ass edges to come over
Listen.
here and take my man. I said, I like the new
But
flip on it.
listen, I liked it. I said, okay, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I
But
will
yeah,
take it.
people would have lost their minds if Dolly hadn't said anything.
Ah, bastardization.
Oh, bastardization.
It's funny because you fucking nailed it. Because
Because you know they're gonna say this DEI country
right.
music.
Not, oh no. Let me take a quick second to say, you DEIs referring to yourself as DEIs in place of calling yourselves niggas, real niggas. I hate y'all, and I hope that y'all
You
get
are
everything y'all
laughing.
asked for Christmas. Cause
You are crying. It is hilarious. You know, black people, we not gonna let us we not gonna go out like that. You just know. Not only will we educate you, but we're also gonna be entertaining because we are
ah,
laughing at you. Like, did you really try to Y'all trying to make up a new slur?
They tried to make up a new slur, and look, we already took it. I'm a real
It's
DEI.
mine.
Not a
Listen,
real nigga, a real
listen,
DEI. I said,
listen.
y'all are
This is
so
for the DEI, straight for
y'all
the DEI.
y'all play so damn much on Blue Ivy's internet. Don't y'all get
It's
tired?
allowed. It's allowed.
It is allowed.
I am allowing this. Go ahead, y'all. Have fun.
Have the time of your lives.
Someone said
Um,
DEI, please. You
please.
hear it. You hear it. You hear it.
I loved the fact that Jolene wasn't a straight cover. It
Mm-hmm.
was a new spin on the bitch please try me.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Uh
Ooh, daughter.
daughter,
Daughter.
go ahead.
Wow. Beyonce, you be having violent fantasies about people? Because she said, look what you made me, essentially, look what you made me do. Which I was like, is that a callback to Taylor? Not that her and Taylor have beef, but you know how Taylor made that song, Ooh, look what you made me do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't sure if that was like a callback, like a shout out, because they're supposed to be amicable. I don't know. I know their fans are like at each other, but I don't think those women have any
No,
issue with
I
each
think
other.
those
They
women
be showing
support
up to
each
each
other.
other's premieres and
They do.
nothing
And
but
hugging
show
each
up to
other and
nothing.
taking pictures. And
Taking
Beyonce
pictures
hate
together.
going outside.
You don't because y'all act stupid. That's why. I would hate going outside too. She said that sometimes she just throws on a hoodie to try to
Mm-hmm.
go to Target just to
Yes.
see.
Yes.
It must work because I've never heard anyone say.
Listen, because let my black ass run into my cousin Giselle at
I would look up and be like,
at Target.
like I like the host.
I'ma
I don't think
try
I
and
would say
chill.
anything. I don't think I
I'ma
would say
try.
anything. I'd be like, I think I would just be like,
But with the eyes, I'ma let her know that I know.
I
Girl, put some
notice
shade.
you,
I'm be like, put some shades
but
on.
I'm gonna let you go ahead and
You
get your
gotta put the shades with the baseball cap on, sis. Otherwise, the
and the
lady
hood
at the
up.
line gonna know. I mean, I know
Maybe she
because
goes out
I've
with
been there
black
since
hair.
say my name, but
Yeah, like I'm like I know that shape of that face, like lady. Anyway,
that's
daughter. Wow, she said you were black and blue on the floor. I got blood on my couture.
Lord,
I said, wow,
she
she
done paid
beat
the
Jolene's
bathroom
ass.
attendant money to come in there and whoop your
Because
ass.
she was
That's
a fan.
crazy.
That's what the lady said.
I said, daughter speaks to the crazy woman that lives in the back of every woman's head.
Every
I
woman's
don't care
mind.
what woman tells you she's not crazy.
She's
She may
unhinged.
be well intentioned. She may actually mean it. But there's
Mm-mm.
a small compartment.
Mm-hmm.
And some of you women, it's a little larger. I've dated you. There's a small compartment. It's a little locker. It's got a lock on it, but the lock doesn't work. And in that place in the back of a woman's mind resides her crazy.
Everyone. Mm-hmm.
Every last your mama, you,
Mm-hmm.
your
Mm-hmm.
sister, your
Mm-hmm.
girlfriend, your
Mm-hmm.
auntie, they all have it. It
I
all
hope y'all
exists.
realize this. Yeah.
And daughter speaks directly
Directly. Directly.
to that lady living because sometimes you just want to whoop somebody's ass. Because
Sometimes they deserve it too, but I don't encourage
we
violence.
saw Solange in the elevator.
Well,
That
listen.
song is an ode to Solange in the elevator energy, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm okay with that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where are
Mm-hmm.
we going next? Oh, spaghetti.
Spaghetti. Linda Martell.
I have to say, just real quick, her having Linda Martell on this album, and then me
Mm-hmm.
getting the backstory from
Yep.
Linda Martell from the, I guess they're considered liner notes
Mm-hmm.
or album notes. Beyonce is really dedicated to honoring those
Yep.
who it's not copycatting, it's not I don't know. She seems very intentional about trying to remain humble and pay dues. So having
Mm-hmm.
Linda Martell do so many intros and speak on this album, and for those who may not know, Linda Martell is one of the first Black artists to perform at the Grand Ole Opry,
Mm-hmm.
which is one of the whitest spaces in all of America. It is like in the heart of Dixieland. It belongs to the Confederate Legion of white folks. It's a
Not the Confederate
space.
Legion.
It is. I'm lying.
No,
I'm
that's
getting
it's
it.
just
Am I saying
funny.
it wrong?
No, no, no. I'm letting you be.
I mean, but to have a soul artist come into a very country space, and speak about you know, music is music. Music is supposed to touch everyone. And you can have these genres and you can have these spaces where you try not to break the mold and you try to gatekeep. But no matter what, excellence is going to come through. And just hearing her story and the quick tidbits throughout this album were really, really good. I enjoyed it.
Right, right, right. Yeah. Spaghetti. Wow. I was unfamiliar with who Shabuzi was. I'm very excited that we've met him.
Listen, what
Now
he
that we're
did at the end
acquainted.
of this, now that what he did at the end of this album, we're not gonna go there. Well, we'll get there. We're gonna get there because
Yes.
Sweet Honey Buckin', track 26.
Y'all are gonna blow your backs out with this damn song. I see the injuries now. Golly. Especially you olds with your rickety knees. It's over. But we're not gonna talk about that yet. God, we're jumping ahead.
Where are we? Are we at Alligator Tears?
We are at Alligator Tears, which is a bop, but I'm confused what it's about.
Yeah, I don't know. I
I
feel
guess
like
we'll find out later, but it's a
yeah,
good song.
it is a good song. I feel like it's got some meaning behind it that I don't know. Maybe we just don't get privy to, but then it'll come out later and we'll be like,
It'll come out
oh,
later.
alligator tear.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, makes
got it,
sense. Because I
got
like
it,
when I
got it.
think
Like,
I'm like,
girl,
well,
do
why
we
is
love
it
them
such a
or do
bop?
we not love them? What are we doing?
Right. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I'm confused. Like, tell me what to do, sis, because
Is
am I
it
mad
drunken
at him
love or
or
is
not?
it lemonade?
Thank you. Thank that. You know what? Put it on a damn shirt. Is it drunken love or is it lemonade? Which one is it?
Because I want to know.
We can't touch we can't touch smoke hour 2 until like after the break.
After the break, all right,
Anytime.
we'll take a break here and we'll come back and get into Willie Nelson's fine ass voice for just a second.
Boom.
We're gonna beg y'all for letters. We'll be right back. You know, we always love to hear from you at the Problematic Podcast. So if you have a problematic question or story, feel free to email us at theproblematicpod@gmail.com, or now you can text us at 267-225-4648. Again, that's 267-225-4648. Standard messaging rates apply. We love to hear from you. Now let's get into today's problematic letters.
Yeah.
And we're back.
Hi.
Whitney,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna let you start with just for fun.
Holy moly. Yeah. So I'm reading who the associated performers are, and this is Willie Jones.
Maybe that's his real name.
I'm like, wait a day. Hold on. We got to do some Googling. Hold on one
Yeah.
second. Is Willie Jones different from?
I don't know. I didn't even look at the credits for the songs. I should probably do that.
No. We're again vibes. Wait, it is. It's a black man. Wait a minute.
Wait,
No, wait.
what's happening?
That's
What are
not
you
right.
doing?
Wait, that's not right. That can't be right. It's a black man with braids.
Why did you whisper it?
Because I thought it was Willie Nelson.
Why did you whisper it, friend?
Friend, the whole time I'm thinking it's Willie Nelson. And I'm like, his voice is amazing.
It's
No,
no,
it's
it's Willie Jones.
it ain't. It ain't Shaw. It ain't. It's
Oh, this is a Nick. This is a DEI. This is a real DEI.
that is a real DEI. That man,
He looked like my cousin. He got
like,
braids
can we talk?
and a beanie and
And a beanie.
listen, Meek Mill cousin going by Willie Jones is crazy.
That man's
Crazy.
voice came across that
Or just for fun.
First of all,
I
Just for
said-
Fun is a gorgeous song.
Yeah, it's a beautiful song. I said this motherfucker Willie Nelson is singing. It ain't even Willie Nelson.
Willie
It
Nelson
ain't-
spoke.
it
Just like
is
Dolly Parton spoke.
A
Neither one
nigga
of these
named
people.
Tyreek over here on
Willie Jones. Y'all, we
I-
gotta do better.
we do.
We gotta do better. That's why I cracked it open. See, that's why I was confused. I was like, "Is it a misprint? You can't. There's not gonna be two Willies on the same album." Yeah,
Whitney is a real journalist.
no, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Just own it. Just live in it. Just bask in
I
it.
ask a lot of questions, but that
That
song
makes
is
you a
gorgeous.
good journal. It's a beautiful song.
My God,
Now,
it doesn't sound like the title is Just for Fun, right?
so I'm thinking I'm about to shake something.
Like exactly, but it's a very mellow.
It's not a shake something song.
No, it's
But it's a good
cozy
song.
up. Yeah, it's a great
Yes.
song. Great song. What else you got?
I love a Beyonce duet. We don't get too many of them, but when we do, baby.
She gave us a bunch on the here.
Oh boy. And this one
Girl,
here.
y'all gonna wear this one out. Uh,
I
this
said,
is another one y'all
I
gonna wear it out.
said the first time I heard it, I said, oh, Beyonce and Miley got one. They
Mm-hmm.
got one.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all about to fuck the summer up with two most
Mm-hmm.
wanted. It's
Yeah.
Beyonce
Most wanted.
and Miley Cyrus
Mm-hmm.
together.
Together. Mm-hmm.
That song is good.
It's a good song. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it at all. Mm-mm. It's a good song.
They say country has gone pop over the last 10 to 15 years. And it has. And it has, and I think for good reason
I
because,
mean, all music is getting a little
yeah,
out of its boxes
but
lately.
that's how you keep it good and that's how you keep
Yeah.
it popular. That's how you keep the kids listening. When
Hmm.
I say the fan bases are about to merge to become
Oh,
the ultimate
yes. Voltron behind Power
two most
Rangers.
wanted sounds like girls trip music.
It does.
It's
It
it's
does.
definitely
It does.
this one's gonna go crazy on TikTok.
Oh,
It's gonna
I
be
see it. It's the summer
teenage
of this
girls
song.
doing their music,
Doing her hair.
doing their hair, doing their
Hmm.
makeup,
Hmm.
taking ussies with their friends. It is
Sies.
I like the and I'm not just saying that because it sounds poppy. It's actually
Hmm.
a good song. Miley sounds good on it.
Hmm.
When people were saying, I want a Miley and Beyonce duet, I was like,
Now look at y'all.
oh, I don't
I
know.
didn't see it either, but again, I
But
didn't see this album, so
Beyonce can fucking do it
she can do
all.
whatever she wants.
She on a
Let her
song
cook.
with Willie Nelson, who's actually Willie
Willie jo
Tyrone
Willie Jones.
Jones. Willie Tyrone Jones.
That's not that man's name.
It's not, it's just Willie Jones. But and then she transitions right to a Miley Cyrus summer country boppington.
Um, and then
Yes.
to the lovers, Levi's jeans. Y'all
I
about to be
love
disgusting and gross
I love what
in public.
Beyonce talks her bedroom talk. I know that a lot of y'all might not like
Nasty
it,
Beyonce.
but
I
I be
said,
like,
ma'am, I'm still recovering from this childhood song. And you're talking about what you're gonna do with this man?
Freak Body Beyonce and Post Malone really delivered. And I will say, Levi Jeans is a good song. It's an adult song.
There's not a bad song here.
It's not a.
It's grown. It's a grown song.
I let me. I have a dirty confession.
Oh, you have Levi's jeans, a lot of them.
Yes, but
That
that's
was
not
the
my
confession.
confession. That was not my confession. I like Post Malone. I know a lot of people are like, he's an industry plant. He looks scary and dirty, and I hate his tattoos. And all of those things are not necessarily
I,
false.
I
However,
I'm not mad at
comma,
it.
the man makes catchy music. And from
He
what I
does.
understand, he's transitioning into country also.
He is.
So
He is. He's transitioning in the country.
when I made it my business to not skip ahead in
Mm-hmm.
for any of these I listened to
Nope.
the album
Straight
as
through.
it was curated, but I was excited to get to this Post Malone song. And then when I Post Malone song, and then when I saw it was a kinky song, I was like, okay, it's
I was like,
a post.
well,
I see what y'all did there. Go ahead, talk your talk.
well,
Y'all are nasty, but I'm
y'all are
not
nasty.
necessarily mad at it.
Mm-mm.
Flamenco, not my favorite song. And I like flamenco music. I am a huge fan. I'm going to go see a flamenco show in
Ooh,
June.
nice.
I'm a nerd like that. I have been a fan of
I don't
flamenco
see a
music
problem with it.
since I was like 4.
I don't see
So,
no problem with it. It's
so
what Beyonce has songs where like you love them immediately, and then she has songs that might have to grow on you,
and
and then
this
she has
one
songs that
will.
you'll and then she has songs you'll never like, and
Yes.
that's every artist. That's every artist. So Flamenco was just like
Yeah,
okay,
all right. I see why you put it in there. It
now watch
matches
in three
the
months in the
I would be like, you
summertime.
know what? I fucking love this song. I just
Listen, let
needed
me
the
get my
right vibe.
right. We just need the right vibes. She's like, okay, I'm gonna put in a bunch of stuff for a bunch of different
Hmm.
seasons
But
in this.
again, don't hate it because the transition
Don't
is
hate
really
it.
good.
Mm-mm.
Oh, can I make a comment real quick? I know
Of course.
we've got like 20 minutes and 20 songs to get through, but the transitions, she did the same thing she did with Renaissance, where the songs transition into like the start of the next
Mm-hmm.
song starts at the end of the previous song.
Mm-hmm.
And she did a great job with that.
I
with
love it.
Renaissance because it's not necessarily an album where you're doing individual songs. You're getting an experience. Like I don't like to
It's a
hear Cuff It
cohesive.
without the song and before it. It is cohesive and it's like you want to hear the songs together, not just like
Mm-hmm.
individual pieces.
Mm-mm.
Beyonce did that with this album, but I think she did it better than she did with Renaissance.
Better.
And I really appreciate that she stuck with she stuck with the theme and
Yeah.
made it work. So yeah, I just had to shout that out real quick. The production on this thing is amazing. And all of the
Beast.
strings and all of the banjos and all of just the new instrumentation is just it's gold to me. I
Right.
hope that y'all love it like I do.
I really hope y'all love it. I love that. I love the constant references. I love how, it goes from a phone call with Dolly P to a radio station with Willie Nelson to an educational moment with Linda Martell and the Linda Martell Show song. And then this lady,
Oh, that
Yaya,
that song has
ladies.
9 different energies in
I'm so
one. Wait,
confused.
I gotta pull up my notes.
It's so good. It's a good song. I'm just confused because I'm like, it
Wait,
feels like it feels like those songs they used to sing in the 60s. What do they call them? They're not civil rights songs. It's not what they're called. But it has that energy where it's like
it
she's like talk about like, aren't you tired of not being able to afford shit?
yes, it is a song for the people. Yeah,
Yeah.
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 I want to read the exact notes I wrote because this came out as natural as can be
Hmm.
because the song makes like 3 or 4 transitions within the
Yes.
song.
Hmm.
I said, "Yeah, yeah" is a rock and roll song, and that makes me feel like I can kick a door in.
Yeah.
And I kept listening to the song, and 2 minutes later, I said, "Bitch, is that the Beach
It
Boys?"
is. It is the Beach
Literal
Boys. It is.
rock and roll
That's what I'm just
protest
like,
song with
what?
a Beach Boys sample. What?
What?
Beyonce, what?
You're playing in my face, lady.
You gave me a rock and roll song with a civil rights feel, a Protestant protest anthem
Right.
with a Beach Boys sample?
I said, lady, I put my hands on my hips. You know that meme of the guy who has his
Yes.
hands, that's me. I'm like,
God
what?
damn it, Beyonce, with your
And
nine
then
songs in one song.
and then we have to dance because then
And then
she tells you what to do at the end of the song. You got to do it.
dance, move
Mm-hmm.
your hips. I couldn't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
Desert Eagle, definitely not the
Did
song
you
that I
skip
was.
over? Did you
Oh
skip
wait,
over "Oh Louisiana"?
oh no, wait, I sure did. I'm sorry. I'm
It's not
sorry.
a long song,
It's not.
but it's cute. It's one of the ones that have to grow on me.
I feel like it's Beyonce constantly reminding y'all, can y'all keep trying to play in this girl face
She
and
told you
try.
she's Southern. She told you she's country.
It's. I gotta say this real quick.
Go
This is
ahead.
not about music, but I feel like when artists get into a certain place where they are megastars or superstars, there's a level of erasure that tries to happen when you don't
Mm-hmm.
want them to be where they're from.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson being from Gary,
Gary,
Indiana.
Indiana, y'all.
Beyonce being from Texas and being country and saying on the album, like in the liner notes, y'all mocked me for being too country when
Yeah,
I came out and spoke as a kid and I was an
yeah.
entertainer. Now y'all don't want me to do country. What is it, Uchiwali or is it
Or is
one
it one
mic?
mic?
What is it?
Yes. Which is
But
it?
I love the fact that she's constantly reminding y'all that she is country and she is not ashamed. You can be a pop
Mm-hmm.
icon. You can be an R&B icon. You can
Mm-hmm.
be a global superstar
Mm-hmm.
and still be country and from the South and from these very humble and wonderful beginnings. So I just needed to point that out because I'm like, why? The fact that she has to keep trying to tell y'all that says that y'all keep trying to tell her she's not what she is. She is who she is. Awesome. I,
I don't know. I don't know how else to express this to you guys.
yeah, just embrace it or accept it.
Hello.
I know that this isn't Whitney's favorite Beyonce, but again, slutty Beyonce.
Ooh, I was not prepared. Ooh, I said, wow. We went from the jeans to Desert Eagle.
To
Ma'am,
nothing. She's wearing
not a
nothing.
damn.
There's nothing.
Not a
She
damn.
came in this room naked, not naked.
And unashamed.
There's an old joke on what is it? Designing Women. It says there's a difference between naked and naked. Naked is a person who ain't got no damn clothes on. Naked is a person who ain't got no damn clothes on and is up to something. Beyonce is naked and Desert Eagle. It's a short song. I actually wish that it was longer. It's
doesn't need to be.
No,
you nasty things.
She got the point across.
He got the point.
She got a lot across.
Yes, ma'am.
I said, unhand that man, turn him loose, let him go. Jesus wept. My God.
Not unhand him.
Unhand him. Turn him loose, let him go. Tap me on my shoulder when the gun is reloaded. I said, ma'am. What? Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on. What's next?
Riverdance.
Okay.
Which wasn't what I expected.
Because it's so much better than I expected.
I said, we going Irish?
Yes.
Are we going Irish? I'm like, okay, maybe. I'm on the journey with you, sis.
Whitney, so, I'm gonna tell you something about me.
We didn't go Irish.
I'm gonna tell you something about me. I kind of got excited because there's a very thin line between Celtic music and country music. It's a thin line. I am one of the nerds who owns the Riverdance series on DVD, and I have the soundtrack in my Apple playlist.
There's no shame.
There is no shame. I don't care. Y'all can judge me. Yes, I love the Riverdance. Y'all should check it out. It was good in theater.
They're coming to Philly.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, they're coming to Philly. Like, I think this next season. Yeah.
I'm about to cry because I saw them in high school.
I think it's like the 30th anniversary too. We're going.
I'm going.
We're going.
Riverdance. I said this was
not.
It was not that. Oh baby, no.
This ain't that. She told you to dance though. She did.
She did.
She said dance. I said yes, ma'am.
I said Riverdance is one of my favorites because the beat drops and the gay club loving version of Rita gets so happy. My people, my children, my queer brethren. Riverdance and Two Hands feels like they could have gone on the Renaissance album and they would have fit perfectly in the Renaissance album.
Yeah.
Really, really good songs you're going to want to dance to.
Yes, together. And I'm glad that you put them together because that's exactly how you. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's how you listen to those songs.
Tyrant.
Go ahead.
Tyrant. The lady said she was a tyrant.
What'd she say?
I wanted to clutch my pearls. I ain't have any more at this point.
Because she took them all.
She snatched them off my neck, guys.
Mind you, this is track 25 of 27.
Right. She said she was a tyrant. And the body rolls started happening. I said, wait, hips. What's happening at 12:45 at night in my room?
Being tyrants.
Yes.
We are following instructions.
And I heard them, they sound like creaky gates. So I was just like, oh no.
Whitney, you want to be old so bad. We're not buying it, girl. We are not.
I'm an elder.
You are not an elder.
I'm an elder. What did you think about Tyrant?
I fucking love this song. Again, love when Beyonce talks her shit, but I also love any opportunity that I get to get up and dance.
Oh, so, and she's gonna give it to you.
Quick note for Tyrant.
Mm-hmm.
And I said this in my notes. Mm-hmm. I said the strings dropped in this song like a bomb. I want a fiddle. That is
accurate.
So I have a couple of quick notes about Tyrant. This is a country album. It's not a country album. Let's not call it a country album. It's a country experience. But she very much intertwined pop and dance into this album. Right. You have a Black girl from Philadelphia.
Listen.
Who wants to learn how to play not
a fiddle.
I want to learn how to play the fiddle. How do you make me dance to fiddle music in 2020?
Not a violin, a fiddle. I don't want a violin. Give me a fiddle. Thank you.
Them strings punched me in the back of the face. I said,
This is
fucking
abuse.
Beyonce.
This album is just beating us down.
Fucking Beyonce.
Oh
Damn it, you
God.
did it again. And there are so many transitions. Like these songs feel like 2 and 3 songs in one because she just keeps playing with the
Mm-hmm.
melodies and the flows.
Mm-hmm.
Such a good
It's
album.
a, such a good album. Sweet Honey Buckin should have
Baby.
those could have been three separate songs.
And they were 3 separate songs, and I
They
danced
were in one.
in every single. If you like Baltimore club music,
There you go.
if you
Yep.
like Jersey club music,
Yep.
Beyonce has delivered something for you
Sweet
in
Honey
Sweet
Buckin.
Honey Buckin'.
Mm-hmm.
It's 3 songs and the bass drops, and you're
Yeah.
automatically moving your hips. I was like,
Yeah.
get it.
And the
Uh.
knees.
And then, yeah,
Yeah.
not the creaky
Yeah.
gates. Not the creaky gates.
Gates.
Now, my knees ain't what they used to be. I percolated at Whitney's wedding, and I never forget how bad it hurt immediately afterwards. Um,
Get on my nerves. At
I
least
don't
you
do that
try.
dance no more. I did try.
At least
And
you try.
I
I didn't
did it.
try. I just
I did
clapped my
it.
little hands.
Baby, I don't percolate no more. That is a
Mm-mm.
young folks dance.
That is for the youth then. Yes.
Yes, but this song will make you want to.
Dance.
You deserve
Dance.
good things. It
Move
will
your
make you
body. Dance. And then she wraps us up
with amen.
with Amen, which is it ties the all right, this is the thing that bothers me about this lady and her calculated ass. Not only does it tie back into American Requiem,
Yes.
if you play it and let it go into act one, it goes seamlessly. And when
Perfectly.
because I did it, and I was like, oh my,
I saw that on Twitter like late last night, and
you
I
gotta
was
play
like,
it, you gotta try
no,
it.
I was like, this
Mm-hmm.
bitch is years beyond where I'm supposed to be right now.
Like you remember when they showed her that video of her at the basketball game and she's rocking back and forth like this,
Yes,
and you see her
yes.
mouth start to go, that's what she was doing. I'm clear. I was like,
Voodoo.
oh,
Oh,
you were doing things in there.
it
Yeah.
was Beyonce.
Give her her
Overall,
flowers.
I, so let me start by saying I'm clearly a Beyonce fan. If you listen to the show, we've talked about Beyonce on lots of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I am also very fair when it comes to music. When I saw that this was 27 songs, I got annoyed. And initially, I said, "What? I got to
With
listen
her
to
doing all
this.
this music.
I cannot listen to it. It dropped on my wife's birthday. I'm like, I'm trying
It
to
did.
be an attentive, good partner. Also, hear a new Beyonce album. You know, my wife thinks that this album is for her birthday,
Oh, it
and
is
it
for her birthday.
came out on Good Friday and on my
It's
wife's
for her
birthday.
birthday.
It's for her birthday.
It's for her birthday.
But it is so good. And I don't want y'all to be deterred by the fact that it's labeled a country album because this is so much more.
So much more.
This is not your Hootie and the Blowfish album.
No.
This ain't
Which
that.
isn't a problem either.
It
But
isn't, but this ain't that. For
no.
if you thought that you were going to get 27 Texas Hold'ems, you were incorrect. If you thought you were going to get 27 16 carriages, you were incorrect. The Miley Cyrus and Post Malone. I know I'm gonna hear them songs for the rest of the fucking year. I know it.
Listen,
I know it.
all
It's
summer.
happening. It's
All
happening.
summer.
The album cuts are good. The potential singles are good. I'm excited to listen to it again.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes me happy. I'm so happy that I got to
I
go.
can't wait. Like as soon as we hang up, I'm putting it on, but I gotta put on the edited version because there's a tiny person in my house.
Oh yeah, and
I'm gonna go hug her.
there's a little bit of cussing going on in here, but you know.
A lot of language that I was like, ooh, this is grown people. This is at 8 o'clock music. This is bed.
Yes,
This is
yeah,
after
just been
bedtime music.
yes, yes it
Mhm.
is. But I love this album. I've
I
enjoyed
do.
discussing it with you, friend. I
Friend.
it would be nice if y'all wrote in and told us how y'all feel about it. Give us
Please
some.
do. I want to hear. I want to hear your takes. I've seen a lot of bad ones. I'm sure you guys have a lot of good ones, including one that I got today. I didn't get to
Uh-oh.
cuss anybody out today. To the young lady who said that Beyonce is not an artist. She just has a lot of money and pays very good producers. Um,
What? Oh, Okay, go ahead. I'm done. I don't want to say
You could
anything.
do both.
Mm-mm.
You could be a good artist and be so good and have made so much money that you could pay people, but also be so creative and so innovative. Like, y'all keep trying not to give this lady her things. And it's okay. Let me just say it. It's okay to not like it.
It's
It's okay
okay.
to not like it. It's okay to not like her. Again, no accounting for taste. All of those are okay. What is not okay is to not give that lady her flowers
Right.
when there is no one. And we don't even have to compare to other people.
We're not.
The artistry itself speaks for itself.
For itself.
For itself. And the fact that it's making so many people feel so many things on one damn listen alone
The
says
album
everything.
just dropped.
12 hours ago
I mean, I like it. For
at the
those
point of
who
this
don't,
recording.
I don't know. I'm going to probably listen to Blackbird on repeat for 30 fucking hours, and I'm just mentally prepared for that because it is that damn
It's so
good.
good.
I love this
So
cover of
good.
Blackbird. But yeah, I want you guys to check it out. Feel free to write to us and let us know what you think. Send us messages. We greatly appreciate it. And I hope that everybody enjoyed their
Mhm.
Easter, had a happy, relaxing time with their families. And if you didn't, and if y'all got into a fight over Easter dinner, write and tell us about it. We love to hear about the drama. So,
Let us know.
let us know. Everybody have a fantastic and amazing week.
Bye.
Bye.